Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video.
Okay, everybody, so I have summoned the Dark Vampire Lord, and I was curious if if powering up with a regular vampire would increase his skills, and I checked one already, and it does. So here I'm going to power him up. Then we'll skip that, and we say okay, and then there, indeed, regular vampires increase his skills, so it's very easy to get him fully skilled up. So here I am about to power up and evolve my vampire lord, and with this evolution he will also be fully skilled up. I like his look, he's pretty cool. And now I have a fully skilled up vampire lord. It must be in here somewhere. There it is. When you get the vampire lord, he already has runes on him. Hey everybody. Now that we've got the vampire lord fully powered up to level 40, I did notice that earlier that he comes with runes already on him, and I want to go ahead and go over those. These runes are all blue runes. I checked them, but they're slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, 4, 5, and 6. He's runed for speed, crit damage, and attack. And then I was curious if I tried to change him, change his runes. At first I thought, well, that's awesome, they gave me some free runes. But then I was going to put his runes on somebody else, and I noticed, well, now they are in the inventory. Earlier they were not in the inventory. That's interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay. Well, it looks like they've now put his runes inside of my inventory. So that's something new. So if you are in need of some runes, those are some. They're not the greatest runes by any means, but if you're a new player starting out and you're able to get Eirgar, or Eirgar, I'm not sure how you say his name, but anyway, he does have some runes. Let's go over his skills. Okay, I have fully skilled up mine, as you saw earlier. His first skill attacks just like other vampires. He attacks 2 times with the vampire bat and recovers hit points by 30%. So obviously he's a vampire. It's kind of like he has vampire runes already built in on his default attack. One of the good things is this is a multi-hit, so that can come in very useful against things like Garo and Triana, things that require more than one hit to kill it. Okay. His second skill, Weaken, is very interesting. It starts out with a 75% chance, but as you can see with the skill ups, it actually increases to 100% chance. And what it does is it attacks 3 times, again a multi-hit. It attack breaks them, it decreases their speed, and it blocks beneficial effects. Each one of those debuffs is for 2 turns. And so I can see him being used, and I'll show you here in just a minute, in Necropolis. His third skill is the new one, and it is on a 4-turn cooldown. It makes the blood contract with all the allies and grants them the vampire effect. It heals their hit points by 20% of any inflicted damage that they do for 2 turns, and it increases their attack power for 2 turns. So we've got a new, there's a little new icon that you'll see when I show the video. There's this new blue icon. It looks like a vampire face above your units when he casts this spell. And finally, he has a leader skill in the dungeons of 38%, which is great. When you awaken him, his weakened skill increases. Okay, And so there's the change in his skills when you awaken him. As far as his base stats go, he's got a fairly decent, actually pretty good attack for an attack type unit, and pretty good defense as well. His hit points and speed though are low, and again I just have him using right now the default runes that came with him. So let's jump into a battle and show you what he does. And there you can see the new vampire face. And this is really probably just a video showcasing the twins, what isn't. But he's strong enough to take out a unit all by himself, just like you saw just a second ago. So we will target the mid-boss. And one of the really great things about this is because he casts his blood contract, you don't have to have vampire runes on your units, and whenever he casts it, they will self-heal. So, like here, if they were injured at all, they would start to heal themselves once they get through this first 7 hits. So, I think is overall a pretty cool unit, and as you can see, there goes the Necropolis boss. Now if I was going to speed tune him, where would I want him to go? Wow, that's actually good. Okay, so as I was saying, if I was going to speed tune Eirgar, I'm not sure, again, I'm not really sure how you say it. Anyway, I'm going to call him the Vampire Lord. If I was going to speed tune him, this second skill could be very useful against the Necropolis boss, and it will attack break him, it slows him, and it's going to block beneficial effects. Now we know he's not going to get any beneficial effects, but the slow and the attack break are good. And so you might consider, if you're going to use him in Necropolis, speed tune him so that he'll go once you know that the boss is already going to be hit 7 times, and that way if he uses his second skill, it will apply those effects, because if he attacks first, like right now obviously I just got him, he's not speed tuned, so he's going first in my team, but if he does attack first, obviously he's not going to have the shield or anything down, and none of those effects are going to apply. So that is the Vampire Lord. And alright guys, so now we're going to go do a damage test. I want to first show you what Eirgar can do when he has the default runes that come with him when you summon him with just the fatal runes. Again, he's on speed, crit damage, attack. And so I'm going to jump into a battle here, and let's go test him. And by the way guys, if you ever see in the arena Jemire and Ganymede on the same team, you cannot ever let them through, because you'll see what I do with them here. They're unstoppable. They basically reset each other, and then you can use all of your skills every single time. Okay, so let's attack, buff, and defense break them. And then we're going to use his first skill. Okay, so he will hit twice here. Let's slow the speed down. 14,000 on a critical, 5,000 on just a non-critical hit. All right. Let's refresh everybody. And then let's ventilate Jemire, and look, all of their skills can be used again. And you just do that every single turn, and you can nuke non-stop. All right, so let's get rid of that guy. Okay. His second skill, he's going to attack 3 times. Let's see what the damage is this time. 15, 15, 15. And if you like this video, I'd appreciate it, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys.